We received comments last week that there was a digger on site and asking about the heritage value of the area, and we immediately contacted our counterparts in the Ministry for Heritage and the Minister for Heritage. They reacted immediately to our concerns, and we were informed that the works had been halted. So we thought that was the end of that section, and then following Tuesday we had a further report where a large piece of machinery was delivered on Tuesday evening to the site, and that, following further inquiries from that and not getting really any substantial responses, we put out the press release.
In answer to GBC questions, Number 6 has said there are no works and what is taking place is an investigation into the structural potential of the area. I asked Ms. Montado for her thoughts on this reply.
Well, there's some heavy equipment on the site. There has been some excavation going on. It may have stopped from last week, but under the Heritage Act, works within a listed site, which on the Flat Bastion is a listed site, involves anything with digging, any ground disturbance, or any excavations, and a heritage licence is required ahead of any such works taking place.
The Heritage and Antiquities Act, last updated in May this year, states that it is an offence to excavate, dig, plough or otherwise disturb the ground within, around or on the site of a scheduled monument or building. The Heritage Trust is not against works in general, but emphasised the importance of getting the proper clearance on protected sites.
There are legal frameworks that exist in order to safeguard different things. From obviously we're looking at the heritage, but there's also the environmental angle, there's also infrastructural angle, town planning is also there as a legal framework that needs to be followed. So it's important that these are all followed so that all the stakeholders make sure that they are taking care of their area of interest and to ensure that the best happens with any site in particular. In this case, it is a listed site, and so any works there need to be done, keeping that in mind.
Ms. Montado also took the opportunity to remind us of the rich history of the structures which are protected and the reasons for which they were listed to begin with.
There's the Charles V wall that's behind us, which was the main defensive wall built in the 16th century that runs right the way up to the top of the rock. But there's also under the ground, there is what's left of the Flat Bastion, which was also built in the 16th century. Many people know about the Flat Bastion magazine, which is the visible bit above ground, but there are on plans that we've put out in our notice that shows the remains of the bastion below, which the British never used. It was a Spanish period bastion, but it was a significant fortification and protected under law, so that needs to be respected, and the works that need to be done in the area need to take that into account.